Watching reactor spin fire, the NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer, from your meme coins to tokens. He's got all the intel, Web3 is a tree to show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. While stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow. Web3 wonders, chain reactors on the scene. NFT insights and crypto dreams. Diving in.
Yo, good morning, guys.
He's got the key.
Hey, happy Friday,
Around the web.
January 3rd.
That's where we'll be.
I was about to say, through our first week of January, it's not even, I mean, this doesn't count. Ain't our first week yet, and already it's feeling fast and furious. It's feeling kind of spicy. Had a great day yesterday. If we're looking at our bags, and I hope this applies to most out there, but if we were looking at our bags yesterday, things look pretty good. A lot of green out there. Maybe a little different this morning. That said, still holiday time. Still people hanging with the families. As you see, no afternoon show. And same today. Yeah, it's family time. Your boys here in the saddle, though. Yeah, we're not stopping. We're doing the morning show every damn day here. And make sure you don't miss the show, guys. Look, we're talking AI today. We're probably going to be talking AI all cycle. I couldn't be happier about that, too. But you don't want to miss anything about this AI thing that's coming. So make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe, guys. SlamX Official on YouTube, CryptoSlam.io over on X. Give the Bull AI a follow, too, and get engaged with that guy a little bit. He's giving out his Bull token. There's some cool stuff around the Bull. I'll leave it at that, but give the Bull a follow and check him out. It's an AI agent that's powered by CryptoSlam data. Pretty impressive stuff. Got to welcome our Galaxy friends, too. Officially, we've kicked off a campaign with Galaxy. All kinds of ways you can engage right now with SlamNet via the Galaxy campaign, via the Bull, and trading on Tradeport. Hope people haven't forgotten about that. But yeah, actually, one of the quests here on Galaxy, and I'll drop a link here right in the chat, just so you guys can engage. Boom. Whirly Girl. Oh, dude, Whirly Girl. Dude, awesome. Okay, yeah, Whirly Girl introduced the Bull to Satan. The Satan account. That's awesome. Dude, this is fun. People are pointing AI agents at each other. I like the Satan agent. I like that Satan account a lot. From Schlom's, right? The Nothing token. We talked about that. I got to check that out. I'll pull it up here shortly. But guys, yeah, go over to Galaxy. Check out the campaign. And a couple of those steps are watching the show here. So you're already doing part of it. You're already going to earn some points here, guys. So you got a leg up on other people. But yeah, if there are new people watching the show, because it is a couple of the quest steps, welcome. Stick around, man. If you're trying to keep current on everything happening in NFTs, everything happening in crypto, just Web3, this is where you want to be. I think the fam here will tell you we're pretty on top of everything out there, and usually very early to these narratives, and AI especially, man. So a lot of fun stuff to get into. But yeah, also give Tradeport a follow, Tradeport XYZ. Check out their marketplace, trade base NFTs, and Sui, and Aptos, and Near, and Stacks. Great marketplace. Earn points in the SlamNet ecosystem from trading over there too, guys. A lot of great stuff. Here's Tradeport. Also dropping a link to that. And one last link I need to drop. A link to the show. Throw a like on that, please. Please. China, good to see you, man. Good morning. Who we got here this morning? China. Yeah, there we go. China rocking that first. Good morning, China. Have you guys winding down the holiday? You guys like back in the grind now? Bullish, good morning. Christian, good morning. Gravity. GM Surge equals. More money, Donald. Oh, Dolan Trump. No shit. Interesting. That's cool. Benny, good morning. Man, let's get to it. AI is the topic of the day. Let's hit some macro stories, some headlines. Look at the market real quick. I didn't realize. Look, we hit so many anniversaries here in the space. I didn't realize today is the 16-year anniversary of the first Bitcoin block. Right? The first mined block on Bitcoin, the Genesis block. 16 years today. So it feels like for like the second or third time in the past, I don't know, 6 months, we're saying happy birthday to Bitcoin for one reason or another. But yeah, happy birthday to the first mine block on Bitcoin. Again, the Genesis block. This is it. Sparked a financial revolution, man. The birth of digital money or decentralized digital money. That money, by the way, don't pay taxes on it. Yeah, no pay. No, okay. Don't take that and run with it. I hope nobody disconnected in that half second. Pay your taxes. You got to pay your taxes. But news came out yesterday, the IRS delaying a specific crypto tax regulation rule that was set to go live here on the 1st, now delayed until 2026. A quick TLDR. This rule change is actually kind of interesting. It has some impact on crypto traders. Your TLDR is, and this is what Choina put on our radar about 2 weeks ago, so thank you, sir. Basically, when you're selling crypto right now, you just sell it. You don't have to specify what batch of crypto that came from, as in what time that you bought, which specific tokens are you selling? As in, if you bought some crypto, let's say Bitcoin 5 years ago, worth a lot less than it is today. If you sell today, your gains on that a lot higher than if you bought a week ago and sold today. You might be down today. You might be up by $50. Okay, if you don't specify what batch that buy or that sell actually is coming from, it's first in, first out. So it's going to assume you're selling your oldest crypto, which means your gains are probably tremendous. Okay, so that's the rule change. That's what's being delayed here until next year. So good for us. Also doesn't apply to your self-custody crypto, right? Crypto you're trading in your own wallets on DeFi platforms for now. For now, that is going to change. So just be aware of that change, but also the most important part, if you saw that headline out there, it doesn't mean you don't pay your taxes. You definitely pay your taxes. They're going to get you. They're going to get you. Now, on Bitcoin, guys, I love the price predictions out there. I've got I got some out there predictions. You've come to expect that from me. But I'm that guy that thinks Bitcoin's going to $1 million. And I think it's not going to take too long to get there. I do. And Van Eck, we've heard their prediction before and them reiterating it again just yesterday. Bitcoin to $3 million per beautiful little token by 2050. Right? And that's the prediction if Bitcoin becomes a reserve asset, which it sounds like it's going to. And we might learn thumbs up, thumbs down on that early this year. Trump's in office in 17 days, guys. 17 days. And we know that is going to be fundamental, really, to that team, to this administration. They're all in on crypto. So a $3 million price tag for Bitcoin. I'll take it. I buy it. You know, Michael Saylor. There we go. Michael Saylor says 13 mil in 20 years. Yeah, I like that. Maybe somewhere in between. And also, I aim high. I like the Saylor take. We'll take it. Choina, did I nail that? Did I actually get that? I was hoping I understood the IRS thing. I think that was it. Now, before we get to 3 mil or 20 mil or 13 mil, we got a little work to do. Bitcoin looking great, though. Honestly, for the week it is, low volume. Bitcoin just around 97K, great. Up in the past 24 hours, just a little. ETH at 34, almost 3,500. Solana, $213. Yeah, I like that. I see a lot of predictions here calling for Solana to be over 300 this month. It's beautiful. We'll take it. I think it's happening. I think we got a monster month ahead of us. On the ETF side, massive outflows yesterday, guys. On the BlackRock IBIT ETFs, 332 mil in outflows. I believe that's a record day for them. Their biggest day of outflows since launching their ETF. Big day outflows. In fact, that dragged the entire ETF assets down 242 mil in outflows in total. On the ETH side, also outflows 77.5 mil. Wasn't BlackRock this time, though. In fact, no buying except for, what are these? Bitwise, and is that Franklin or Grayscale? Grayscale. Both with outflows yesterday. Again, that's on the ETH side here. But yeah, there's BlackRock's little liquidation, I guess. 3,510 Bitcoin. It is their biggest outflow or day of outflows here to date. Expect to see more of that, but also, man, those guys have been great hodlers. So we'll see. We'll see. Morgan Stanley's E-Trade looking to offer crypto trading here soon, as will everybody. As will everybody. So just nice little note here. Nice little thing to keep in mind that we're going to keep seeing the growth of crypto and your options for trading it. Great stuff. And our boy CZ. Bullish on this year, as all of us are. Is everybody starting to see, at this point, it's obvious what's coming, how big this cycle is going to be, right? The past couple of years, we have a pretty great January, and it pretty regularly just falls off through the year. So while last year and even the year before, I got to start thinking 24 was last year, but last year and the year before, right, we get to January, and there's a lot of hopium. We're hoping that things can really maintain, and it just doesn't, right? It just doesn't. It can't. It's not that kind of market. At the macro level, it's not a bull market. And I hope everybody feels how different it is this time. Right now it couldn't feel more opposite than last year. And again, also 2023. It couldn't feel more opposite. And as CZ is saying here, it's ascendant year. It's ascendant year. It's really different what's happening here. Very much like 2021. That is our best analogy. That's exactly what's coming here. A full-on ascendant year. Massive crypto market, incredible highs in NFTs. I'm excited for this year, guys. I hope everybody is here too. Let's do a quick check of the NFT market, guys, and then it's on to AI. I'm telling you, man, you know I'm bullish on AI. Like you know how freaking bullish. Probably more bullish than most, although that's changing by the day here. What's up, D-Yank? Good morning, man. That's changing by the day. I think you're starting to see that too. A lot more people, influencers, really starting to catch on. Really, it's starting to click how big AI is going to be. And the thumbnail today shows it. Shows at least my thoughts. And, these aren't just like random hopium type thoughts. It's a pretty strong belief that we're seeing something that's as special as maybe the NFT run of 21, but also I think quite a bit bigger than that. So we're going to talk more AI today. NFT market yesterday, 19.3 million sales. Sellers way down, buyers down, transactions up, average sale price up, and trade profits actually in the positive. Great to see. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but there it is. And today starting in the positive too. A quick disclaimer. I'm going to refresh and double check, but I believe there's some maintenance going on our Bitcoin tracking. So a heads up, I don't think we're seeing Bitcoin sales reflected here. So actually a great sign that we're truthfully probably quite a bit higher. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, Bitcoin maintenance. So we're not seeing Bitcoin tracking right now. Yeah, I mean, $800, we know. Bitcoin should be the number 2 blockchain. So we could probably say, yeah, actually, I don't know. Somewhere between 2 and 10, 11 mil. I'm going to guess, maybe we'll check Magic Eden, probably around 3-4 mil in sales. Just a rough guess. Anyway, here's your top collections in the past 24 hours. CryptoPunks on top of the collection rankings, followed by Azuki, Pudgy Penguins, D-Market, Guild of Guardian Heroes, Bored Ape Yacht Club, Azuki Elementals, Lil Pudgy's Courtyard, and Guild of Guardian Avatars. Good-looking top 10. Okay volume. Top sales in the past 24 hours. Bunch of crypto. Oh, hey, man, is it about to be punk season again? Oh, man. It's about to be punk season again, guys. Watch for this. We saw a couple times over the past few months here. D-Yank, right? Nice ass. Yeah. Barry, good morning. It's about to be punk season. So, like, twice last year, we saw, guys, a massive run on punks. I'm talking, like, top 100 NFT sales were all CryptoPunks. Maybe a couple were an ape or a pudgy, but, like, almost all CryptoPunks. And it makes sense that we turn the corner on the new year here and people are back to buying. right? Like people can get spendy here, tax season, right? Or new year for taxes. So people can get spendy, people who are waiting. And look, when these move, they can move fast because it's not just one person who has the idea to buy a punk and was waiting for the new year. It's probably a few guys. And it doesn't take much to send the floor price. So your top sale here, Punk 5203, selling for 44 ETH. $153,000. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, here we go. Get ready, guys, get ready. Like, prepare yourself, like mentally prepare, get comfy. It's AI time. It's my dude. I'm so excited about it. I'm such a techie nerd. I love it. I love it. So like I'm excited that like the thing we're speculating on, the thing that's like sending, the thing that's like token price go up, it's a techie thing. Right? Like NFTs is a techie side, but that's not what we talked about and focused on. NFTs, we talked about like the PFP and what traits it had and what's its utility. Right? We did that and it was, I love NFTs. I love collectibles. Love. I'm sorry though, if we can actually talk about cool tech, if we can talk about something that actually impacts the world, like shapes things, reshapes things, goddamn, I'm excited for that, man. I'm more bullish on that. I'm more excited to talk about that than anything. Oh, Whirly Girl, dude. I've been trying. Okay, I'm gonna pause and look at nothing. I want to get a big old. Oh, god damn it. It's okay. I'm just looking at token price. It's got to be up to. Is it 60, 70 mil market cap? Without me looking, tell me. Am I close to the market cap? Wait, let me guess. Hang on. Don't tell me. I'm not looking. I want to guess. Okay, about 50 mil. About 50 mil, I hope. Mike, good morning. NFT Cutie, good morning. Cosmos, good morning. Don, good morning. Great to see you guys. People slowly filing in. All right, 61 mil. Oh, man. Yeah, let's look. Guys, this is one we... Okay, if you want to know how early we are to stuff, and I'm speaking, you guys who are here, it's for anybody new who's joining us maybe from Galaxy. We were in GOAT at 7 mil. We're really early to the AI stuff. We were in Schlom's Nothing token sub 1 mil. You know what? I'm going to have to copy the contract address. The Nothing token got up to what, 150, 200 mil market cap? Pulled all the way back down to right now, or yesterday, 35 mil. And started getting a little vocal about it. I started looking for maybe some liquidity to be able to get some more because this is an obvious play. At 60 mil right now, obvious play still. This token has got so much room to cook. What's really interesting here, and we'll get into this in a moment too as we talk about these AI tokens, it is cool that there's AI memes on top of the utility and infrastructure tokens. And we'll see cycles between the two. And right now it feels like we might be seeing a little pullback from the utility tokens to the memes. And that's what Nothing is. It's an artist with a really memeable token called Nothing that has no ticker. You can really only find it with a contract address. And this man runs 2 huge accounts on X. He owns he owns God. Yeah, the God account on X. G-O-D. He also owns Satan. God's got 500,000 followers. Satan's got, 2.1 million followers? And now Satan's running spaces autonomously. This token is going to go right back to where it was. Okay, if I'm not going to do the token, I'm not going to do numbers here. This token either got to 270 mil. I don't know if it's a billion tokens here. Or what I remember was more like 160, 170 mil. That's the potential for this token. I thought very early on that this would be I'll just say a really, really big one. A really big one. This is a winner. You buy right now, you're top blasting, but not all-time high. You're just local. It's a big play. I got a lot of conviction in that. Unfortunately, I don't have big bags of it, and I'll regret it. Yeah, Satan's posting memes, and he's doing the chat. Yeah, he's awesome. Gig is blasting off. We're going to talk about that. There's so much coming. Guys, it's about to be meme season. Like good old memes. The animal stuff's going to come back, too. The cutesy animal stuff. It's going to be fun. But back to AI agents. And I'm excited about it. Like I said, I like tech. That said, something really interesting is happening. It's what I keep hammering home here and have. People don't get it. I think you guys do. Even if you're not all the way there, you're on this path to understanding how big it's going to be. I think a lot of you really get it now. And I'll tell you what, you're ahead of 90% of the people out there on crypto Twitter. You're ahead of 99.9% of the rest of the world too, by the way. And this time, unlike last time with NFTs where we said they're all coming in, by the way, they are. They're all coming in at some point. With AI, they're all coming in much sooner than they think, than maybe most people here think. They're coming in really soon. Hang on, my lighting feels all fucked. Whatever, I don't care, whatever. You're in and you're early, you're ahead of everybody. It does feel like NFTs, though, in this regard, that people don't get it on Twitter. People are pissed about it. We're going to show some really interesting takes out there. The biggest names out there don't get it. At the same time that things like this are happening, that an AI token becomes the biggest token on Solana. Make it make sense. AI16Z, this a couple days ago, became the biggest token on Solana. Pengu might have flipped it again. But we see that kind of potential with what you guys see out there. People not understanding how big this is going to be. And here's a pretty good idea of what it's going to be and what it's going to look like and where we're at. And by the way, I was thinking about this and trying to match it up with prices. Don't think that because we're here, and I do believe we're here, this isn't exact, but also don't think that because we're here, that means we only have like another, 2x to go on our way up to here. It doesn't work like that. We've got a 10 or 15 or maybe a 20x to go in these prices. We've got a lot of room to go. This is just measuring attention. I do think this looks pretty right on. Like, yeah, close enough. This is a basic path that attention's going to follow. GOAT and Cerebro and AI16, right? The early AI tokens, which Slumps was one of them too, by the way, the nothing token. Back here, and you felt that rocket straight up. We're here even with the pullback. You guys feel it now. Bags are up a bit, but I mean, look at the nothing token. Look at that again. Where we're at in that cycle, how down we are from the previous all-time highs. Attention is interesting out there. It has so much room to fly, and so does that token price. And man, are we going to blow these previous all-time highs away. Absolutely freaking crazy, guys. So a run up here, I don't know what timing will look like here. I don't know. I see people like Mando predict that we start trailing off around April. Makes a lot of sense to me. Just like tax season affected the market here coming to the end of the year last year, so does tax reporting mid-April. I do expect some kind of pullback here, and then some kind of steady climb up, but also like a leveling out, where this becomes the new norm. These tokens become some of these your daily kind of crypto. I think we're gonna have an AI token that enters top 10 cryptos, right? It's up there with like maybe even top 5, like a Solana, like a Ripple. What were some of the others we looked at yesterday? Just to compare, like a Cardano. Like, come on, like a Cardano. Yes, we're gonna have a crypto, an AI crypto that gets us kind of in that realm. I really believe that. And during that time, we'll also have things that outperform. Right? That one token that enters that top 10 won't look like these. It's going to be off the charts. Huge, 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 huge. But that's what's coming. This is the trajectory. And again, I think most people are not feeling what exactly is coming, how big it's going to be. Raoul Pal doesn't get it, guys. This one blows my mind. Raoul Pal doesn't get it. This is why I'm so bullish. When a guy like him gets it, and he will because he's a smart fucking dude. When that guy gets it and he starts tweeting about it, when he is that aha moment, man. And look, we can't get here until that happens, and it's going to happen. All right, here's his take. Raoul Pal thinks the current AI agents theme is mid-curve, and it only took off. This is so dumb. Only took off because nothing else was going to amuse the chronic gamblers. Yikes, man. Funny enough, he gets Fartcoin. He gets memes, but he's not understanding what these AI agents actually mean, and to a degree, I get it. Because, like, in their current form, they look like just memes with a little gimmick attached to it that people are trying to like NFTs. We would all shout world changing, historic. Nothing's ever going to be the same. And people are doing that with AI agents. Only thing is, it's really going to happen with AI agents. In fact, because they're autonomous, because they're reviewing their own code, they're submitting their own code changes now. This can get to a point where it will just happen because the agents want it to happen because they just want to improve. It doesn't need us. It's going to get to that point. But yeah, Raoul Pal missing what they are. We've talked about it. Reskinned applications. He's looking at it as just a meme with a gimmick attached to it and could not be further from the truth. Oh, what's that quote, though? It's like the biggest things and the most like groundbreaking things start out looking like a toy, right? There's that saying. And because that is true, this then looks exactly like early NFTs. It looks like just marketing and hype. And you're not seeing what that substance is. Again, I'll say with NFTs, I believe it is all those things, that world changing, whatever. The underlying tech, I think changes things. But AI does in a bigger way. In fact, I think they'll work together too, but Raoul Pal didn't see it. This dude, Owen, I think he's talking about guys like Raoul Pal, but dude, he's not alone. I still think it's like 90% of people on crypto Twitter don't see how big it is. Even if some people capitulate and they get in because the prices are undeniable. I think people are getting in without having the realization of how big it's going to be, which I'm sorry, but you can't ask for a more bullish setup than that. People buying because they're following the trend. What does it look like when they buy because now they got conviction and they start going in with a different kind of size? Because if you're going in because you're following, you're not going all in. You're not doing that. You don't feel safe enough about it, right? But when you have conviction, when you realize what this is, you're like, oh no. Oh, no, now I get it. Now I can actually think of the potential here. It's going to be a different looking thing when that happens. Blunty, good morning. JP, good morning. Any idea how long the bull market lasts? No, nobody knows. This is the great thing. I'll tell you my guess. And I think the guesses can be pretty close, but I'll say nobody knows. Lemon, dude, good to see you. I saw your tweet this morning. I was thinking about you in a special way. You know. No one fucking knows. Eric, good morning. But I think it makes sense that, look, we have a great first quarter of the year. We get a pullback. We might cook at the end of the summer like we did in 2021. I really am wondering if we see it really mirror 21. Lyman, great point. 5x squared. I don't think the bull run... Look, bull market crypto on the crypto side peaks next fall. I see a lot of predictions for like November. And then NFTs will follow a few months after. I think this is going to play out just like 2021. Peak of the market in the fall, like in 21. But NFTs peak a few months later. Our peak of the NFT market was early spring 2022. I think we'll have our peak early 2026 in the NFT side. Crypto, probably this fall. And ultimately, no one knows. There's so many catalysts here because I do think AI changes everything. Because I do think AI leads to mass adoption in a way. I think it could be different this time, but if we follow a cycle, maybe the way we described is how it works. Anyway, people on X, they're not seeing it. Actually, you know what? Let's do a poll. By the way, smash the like before I get rid of that poll, please. But here we go. Let's do a poll. The poll's going to be something like, hang on, let me think. The poll's going to be, am I overestimating AI? You know what I'll do? I'll do something about total AI market cap. Will the total AI market cap, should I do AI as a service? Let's do AI market cap. We can do AI as AI. God damn, what was that? AI as a service. I'll do that separately. AI market cap be over 200 bill. There we go. Will the total AI market cap be over 2? No, you know what? I want something a little more realistic because I want to try to gauge you guys. Will the total AI market cap be over, let's go 125 billion? Okay. Eric, how will AI and Web3 bring in the normie masses? It's a great question, man. Christian, appreciate you coming by, man. Eric, I have an idea about that. And it is a problem to solve in a way, but I think we don't even need to consider it. I think it just is, Yeah, actually, we'll get to that part. I don't think we need to focus on it. I think it'll be people using platforms they already use, and those platforms will, just like we saw everybody launch a token, those platforms will launch tokens, and people will use them. I think it's probably going to be that simple. And it will be people just starting to get Bitcoin because their FA's telling them to do it now. You know, things like that. OSF, I think, has the more normie take on this, which is interesting. And he did this with NFTs as well. I'm going to go through his take here, and I'll tell you, he's still ahead of most people, but he's late. Right? Interesting. He's ahead of most people on crypto Twitter, and he still doesn't get it either. Look at this. We got Mando, OSF, and Raoul Pal. They do a show together. Mando gets it. Mando and I are very aligned with this stuff as far as what coins are going to cook and how big this gets. Mando gets it. Right? I keep showing his tweets because he's saying exactly what I'm saying and what we're same wavelength. That man like slamming his fist on the table trying to get people to pay attention. I'm doing the same. Happy to be on that side, too. OSF and Raoul Pal, they don't get it yet, which is wild. They will. All right, OSF, his take on AI coins is someone who faded it all last year. Initial reactions, most of it seemed like a LARP, yes. By the way, you see he's a really reasonable dude. By the way, remember, he came on the show. I want to get him back. He's got great takes. He's a smart guy. Murad, Don, I'm with you. Murad's probably right. I agree. And by the way, hang on. Let me spot check here. I like it. This poll so far, my question was total AI market cap. Will it be over 125 billion? It's at like, what, 15, 16 billion right now? Will it be over 125? So a 10x from here, you guys saying yes so far. 83%. That's really cool to see. Marty's the only one who's voting no if he's here. I'm happy to hear that, guys. OSF is really smart. Thought it was a LARP. It looks like a LARP. I get that. Didn't spend a lot of time looking into it because he found it annoying. Yep. I can't disagree there. Thought it was something short-term meta. Got to January 1st here. This is really recent for him. And he sees a lot of accounts that he respects calling for it to potentially be a main cycle narrative. Again, think 2021 NFTs. Think previous cycle DeFi. Something clicked. He's like, oh, dude, these guys are talking about... This is how it works, by the way. A guy you know and respect, and you don't... Maybe there's certain things you don't have to research the same way if a person you trust talks about it. And that's your signal. Okay, at the very least, I got to get in. This guy's talking about it. I'm in. I'll learn as I go, but that's my signal to buy. That happened for him. Got Mando up his ass telling him to get involved. Well, I disagree. Oh, well, he disagrees. And he's saying exactly this happened in 2021, and then after a few weeks of being told, he got it. It clicked. Same thing's going to happen here. All right, the agent market cap at 15 bill, which is what it's been really the past few days. That's what hit him. There's a point, like he's saying, there's a point of no return. Right? Knowing anything, without knowing anything, it's easy to see that 15 bill can 10x. Can 10x, look, it's like we're talking with that prediction. Can 10x puts it at a 150 billion market cap. I'll probably change that poll here shortly and adjust those numbers. I just want to see how high people think it can go. But OSF, who doesn't even believe in it yet, understands when something gets that big and you hit a bull market, that's talking peak euphoric part of the cycle. 10x. From here, that's a 10x. Just the nature of a bull market. Right? Then it hits him. It hasn't died. It's probably too big to die at this point. I agree. If this sector has a 15, 16, $17 billion market cap, it might not be killable. Eric, yes, it's a good question. Why would a normie be incentivized to dive into Web3 to utilize this AI? Can it be used in Web2 in the same way? Yes. Except when we start looking at something like AI 16Z that rewards you for your engagement. This gets to that more like, honestly, probably heady conversation that I've got to crack somehow still. It starts getting to the UBI thing. That's just, when I say UBI, I think more and more I'm realizing that's just a way to shorten up, that's just a way to give it like a term to what we've been doing. Making money from participating, using a thing and getting rewarded for it. You could almost call it a rewards program or an incentive program. And I'm just happening to call it UBI. But I think normies get exposure to it or they start doing it when they don't have to, or when the agents don't need crypto. Although, you know what? That said, I've seen some interesting threads out there over the past few months that explain, they go into details why it actually does help AI agents using crypto. Part of that is so they can be autonomous and actually transact, and they can do these things decentralized. There's more reasons for it too. That's probably well worth a deep dive, man. I got to think through that. That would be a great Twitter thread. Why AI needs crypto. Yeah, part of it is so it can buy, sell, trade. Part of it is so those assets can be on chain and it can. Actually, maybe this is it. Okay, I was explaining crypto to my wife just a day or two ago. I do that every so often. She's interested, which is cool, and I'm like, it's a spreadsheet. I'm like, it's a spreadsheet. She's like, well, why is that useful? And I'm like, it might not seem like it on the surface, but I'm like, it'd be interesting that anything you do and you buy, and it depends on how much is preserved on chain. But imagine if everything you did was on chain, and for whatever reason, somebody needs to reference a thing and you're not available. And this person has no idea who you even are. They just have, this one detail about you. But the fact that that person can go find exactly what you did and how you did it and with who and every step of that transaction or whatever the event was, because it's on that public ledger, they don't need to rely on you or anybody else to go find for themselves. That rough idea is something I picture really useful for AI agents, right? That these things on their own can go explore and whatever it is they need to do, they can go explore and find it on chain. There's something there with that. That's a why crypto and blockchain just might make sense for it. There's more to this, though, for sure. For sure. Are the agents just growing and learning on their own and that's it? No. It's definitely part of that. And that's when you start getting to AGI, right? But that's not it. They're being trained very manually now, and people are just giving them more and more and more and more data. Although you combine that with the quantum computing stuff, we're not going to get too deep into the tech side, but quantum computing and also, you feed them more data, AGI, quantum computing, they will learn on their own. And again, they do review their own code now. They do see something they want to do, and they can submit code changes. They can give you the code and submit it, and we'll get to the point where they can, other AIs will approve those code changes too. It's going to get interesting. Cosmos, what if, that's a great point. People will be using Meta or big AI agents on their phones. Yes, that's a great point. And then what if, like, look, guys, when crypto becomes normalized as it's going to, what if Meta and Google and those guys, they do their own token too, and they start giving tokens in their ecosystem so you can buy skins and stickers and what, right? It starts like looking like that. That doesn't seem like a big deal. But those little things are really what can get people won over here. The challenge in your view is onboarding normies. Web3 is still the Wild West. Most of my normie friends are afraid of being scammed. Yeah. It's got to be platforms that they trust. And those platforms are coming. We're going to get to this in a moment, but guys, Google and Amazon, all of them are working on agents. All of them are building agents. So, like, their exposure to this stuff is coming, whether that has crypto in it or not, don't know. But going back to something we said a few minutes ago, their FAs, if they got one, are telling them to buy crypto. They're probably telling them to buy Bitcoin now. And if they're not now, maybe they're going to be a cycle late, but their FA is going to be telling them to buy crypto. It's coming. The reason we're here is we think everybody's coming. Marty, good morning, man. Everybody's coming. It's a matter of when. But at some point, it's so normalized, it's just a part of everything we're doing. Got to remember, this is an upgrade to the internet. This is an upgrade to the internet. And everybody's on that internet. It's you know what it is? It's undeniable that they're coming in. We still haven't, it's hard to pick exactly how. Look, I didn't see agents coming. I didn't realize it would look like this. It's hard to see exactly what's going to bring them in and what's going to bring them in numbers. When Murad was on the show, he said that's going to happen multiple times over in small batches. Big batches, small batches. They'll come in not cycles. It's when we started talking about cycles, actually. Do we still have cycles? And he said, yes. And I asked, what's the main mass adoption event? And his reply is they're probably not one mass adoption event. It's multiple mini mass adoption events. So AI is one here. And spoiler, I'm going to get to this too, but augmented reality is going to be another one of those things. When Apple and Meta and NVIDIA put out their AR glasses that people finally do want, that's another thing that gets people into the tech side, and there's just going to be crypto all over tech. It's it. Cosmos, exactly. It's why I made mine early, because I realized we're all going to do it eventually. I'd rather do it early and be able to get skin in the game, follow it along closer. Everyone, okay, dude, this is It's so exciting, man. Okay, last night, another story about my wife. She's got tooth pain, and she's up late at night Googling. I'm telling you, for a couple minutes trying to Google, how often can I take ibuprofen? How often can I take Tylenol? How much of this? How much of that? And I'm like, you need to not use Google ever again. I'm like, and I meant it. I'm like, you should never use Google again. Install ChatGPT on your phone. And I'm like, and ask it that question. And you don't even have to type it, just say it. You know what's crazy now, too, guys? You know what's crazy? They implemented a camera feature. It's actually live as of the past few weeks. Enable the video mode. Talk to it, show it a picture of what you're doing, and it'll interact live with it. It sees what you have, it knows what it is, and you can just show it and say, hey, how much of this can I take and how often? Answers in a second. I showed it my living room, and I said, hey, should I have an L-shaped desk here in the corner, or should I have a desk here and here? And I'm pointing to stuff, and I'm asking her thoughts. I showed her, this is all yesterday. I showed her a piece of bread, and I said, hey, I'm making soup. I didn't tell her what I was looking at, too, by the way. I held the bread up, and I said, I'm making soup. What can I use this for? What can I make with this that could go with soup? And she starts answering all these, like, crostinis and breadsticks and croutons. Dude, everyone's going to be using this stuff. Everyone. It's crazy. So the point of that all, man, everybody's coming. Everybody's coming. They don't know it yet, but while my wife hasn't made that jump yet, when she realizes it makes her life easier, when she realizes that search on Google that took her a few minutes could have been done in 5 seconds, she'll use it. This is something we know. If something's easier, people will do it. If it's easier and better, perfect combination, easier and better, miles better, they're all coming. They're all coming. Now, when she goes to pay her bills, and imagine like when I go on the Xfinity website to pay my cable bill or internet bill, what a pain in the ass that system is. You think I wouldn't switch right over and think of anybody else? You think a normie wouldn't switch right over to an AI agent? They just pull up that ChatGPT agent. They're like, hey, can you pay my Xfinity bill right now? And if you got funny issues, accounts overdrawn, or I have this much money here and this much money there, guys, you'll be able to say, hey, can you pay this bill? And it's going to be like, yeah, but you only have X amount in this account. And you'll be like, can you pull from this account and this account? And you're just saying it. You're not having to click and point stuff and look things up. It's just saying it to you. It's going to get so crazy because it's going to get so easy. That's Eric. Do it. I dare you. You shouldn't. Not with her there. Dude, I show ChatGPT my 2 cats, and it knows the difference between them. Right? I'm like, which cat is? I do this. I told her, I'm like, okay, that one's Hunter, that one's Titan. Name them after Destiny characters. And I go up to her randomly. I'm like, hey, which cat is it? And she gets it. And she's got features she remembers about them. It's wild. It's wild. So cool. Okay, I got to get through this. Where did we? Okay, the 10X. Okay, too big to die. Realize he hasn't touched altcoins for years, and he's too used to meme coins when thinking about FDVs. Guys, this is an important point. FDVs. Reality is altcoins, guys. This is why we're going so much higher. Altcoins in the past generally have had materially higher FDVs than meme coins. Not to say meme coins won't do it too, because they will. But if AI agents take off as a real altcoin sector, they will, guys. A lot of these FDVs can quickly go into the tens of billions in a strong crypto market. Yes, a lot of them can. That's what we're about to see. Things like virtual, things like ARC, things like AI XBT is the only one I feel confident saying it's going to get there. Who has been saying, guys, that AI 16Z is going to $30-40 billion? And also with the potential for $100 billion. It sounds crazy, but that one is different. I don't think anybody out there, I don't think anybody out there said that besides us here. And now they're starting to. Now they will. As far as narratives go, left curve one, hang on. I did want to stop and make a point there. Really, really important point. Okay? Utility tokens. Right? Altcoins. Higher FDV than meme coins, right? He talks about tens of billions. Okay. Utility tokens, altcoins, tens of billions. Please don't forget about Magic Eden. Please don't forget about the token that last I checked was, what, a 3 or 4 billion FDV? Who can, again, talking about DEX, saying our DEX hasn't even launched yet. The prediction stands $15. And I think that's low. Emmy's going to 15 bucks. A 5X puts it at 20 bill, which is just making the tens of billions. It's 2 tens, 20 billion. To get to 20 billion, that puts it at 15 bucks. Actually, that might put it at 20. It's in that ballpark. We're going there. Magic Eden is going there this cycle. The guys who get this stuff, who have made their career doing this stuff, who left their careers and came to crypto because they're so good at this, is telling you these utility tokens go to tens of billions FDV. It's not a meme coin, that ME token, and neither are most of these AI agents. I'll say some of them. I don't want to say most. That's wrong. Some of these are not meme coins. They're utility tokens. They're infrastructure plays. A lot of these FDVs can quickly go into the tens of billions in a strong crypto market, especially infrastructure. Do I think any of the AI stuff is game-changing? I don't know. Probably not. Or I'm too dumb to realize it. Yeah, it's actually both of those. Too dumb. I love you, OSF. I'm being a smart ass here. Too dumb to realize how impactful AI 16Z is going to be. I'm not sold on virtuals. I like them, but I think there's going to be other launch pads. I think virtuals is the kind of thing that has room for tons of competition. AI 16Z is different. AI 16Z is different. That is game-changing. Does it need to be tokenized? Probably not. But isn't that true of many things in crypto? It needs to be tokenized because we value attention. AI agents is all about attention. We've learned to monetize attention. For that reason alone, it should be tokenized. But does it need it to function? No, but also yes. If we want these things transacting and if we want them interacting, this is actually maybe an important point. If we want them interacting with all these other agents and people and whatever, and we have information that's siloed off chain that they can't see and learn, you need these on chain. You need it because it just puts more info out there, and ultimately that's what the blockchain is. It's just a ledger with info. Just a ledger with info. How do we know these agents aren't programmed to have the dev's agenda as a priority? That's Eric, you ask really fucking great questions. You're hoping that the training and the code behind it's open source, that somebody can review it. Otherwise, you don't know. Otherwise, you don't. So you're trusting the team that they've given you the training material, basically. And to some degree, they probably won't, right? It's like a restaurant that won't give you their secret recipe for their sauce. There's a degree of that. There's definitely a degree of that. Yep. Dead, good morning, man. Mike, yep, exactly. Man, Eric. Jimmy, for real, dude, send me a picture of that. That fog story's weird. I'm into conspiracy theory shit. I love it, but I'm not sure what I think about the fog thing. Feels like a forced fucking conspiracy theory, but I don't know. I'm open to everything. All right, let me blow through this because we're halfway through these points. I'm sorry. Do I think price goes higher? Yes. Do I think it's lindified enough for me that a lot of people are going to get bought in? I can't even follow this. He doesn't know. Summary: I'm not an AI fanboy, but I'm a trader, and I feel like I have a decent sense for when something's about to take off. Whether now's a good entry point or you wait for another for a 50% dip, I don't know. But I think I would get angry if it all ripped and I didn't own any. Yeah. He'll be a little late to the game, but he's going to get that exposure. And man, when Raoul Pal and OSF start talking about AI when it clicks, and they start trying to get you guys, not you, when they start trying to get their audience in it, and they're like, guys, this is why you got to pay attention to it. Next level. Price is next level. When they start talking about these meme coins, these utility coins with the potential to get to tens of billions of dollars in market cap, everything pumps. My favorites like Naval, with Gigasend. It's all going so much higher. All right, let me move on from this. He still has another point that's also a good point, but I got more good points. Also, again, Magic Eden to to $15 to $30. Saigar chiming in. He look, yeah. He's also helping to explain what it is that people are missing. The thing people are missing about the agent meta is it's not crypto specific. So, Mike, I think this was your Eric. Somebody's question about how do we get, like, why would normies kind of pay attention? It's not about crypto. It happens to be that people are building AI agents, which we all agree don't need crypto, but I think it actually makes them better. AI agents that are not a crypto thing anyways, that are not focused on crypto-specific topics. We happen to, again, we're talking crypto because that's the guys here. That's who's actually pioneering this right now. But outside of crypto, OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, they're building agents. I don't know. I'm so stupid. I don't know who or what Y Combinator is. Thinks agents are going to be 10 times bigger than software as a service. Guys, software as a service is projected to be a $300 billion industry this year. $300 billion, and this is being projected to be 10 times bigger. Youch. Time frame, don't know. But that's to show how big this has the potential to get, guys. It's much bigger than people realize. It is software as a service, but better. It's software as a service, but easier, faster, more convenient, smarter, better. And in this case, here in crypto, tokenized, so rewarding. Man, how many people do you know that will do a thing, use a platform, go to a location because they have a coupon, because there's cash back, because there's whatever, buying pizza from this restaurant because it's buy one, get one free. You make this stuff rewarding, people are going to come in. And that is what's starting to happen here. Unbelievable. Will most of the crypto AI projects die off? Yes. Will there be staying power from the biggest teams? Yes. What's being built today will be much bigger than our small crypto bubble. Saigar's a smart dude. Would be wise to listen to that guy. There we are. By 2025, several market research firms, MarketSand, Grandview Research, software as a service could exceed $300 billion this year. Those kind of predictions, those kind of projections, again, while we're looking at AI16Z at $2.3 billion. Send it unfucking fathomably higher, man. You have potentially a 20x in this still. You have potentially more than that. You potentially have a 10x, a 5x, whatever it is, 2.3, and you have multiples that are still on their way back. The effect that'll have on all the other cryptos around it, if you see this go to 40 bill, if you see this go to 20 bill, if you see this go to 10 bill, does that not trigger most people to say, God damn it, what's the next thing? What's the next one? Oh my God, I can't miss the next one. What's the next to go to 10 bill, 20 bill, 40 bill? The effect this is going to have is wild, and that is appealing to people outside investors. It is. Agents are going to be the number one users of blockchains. We know this, guys. Behind the scenes, the people building in Web3 and NFTs and crypto, I'm telling you this because I know, because I see it, because I talk to the people. The people building behind the scenes right now are planning for this, that agents are going to make up to 80% of volume on chain. That is what people are planning for. This is what platforms are being built around right now behind the scenes. People making deals now planning for this. It's crazy and it's true, and to some degree it's obvious. Agents will be the number one users of blockchains. Yes, because there's an infinite number of them. We built this new financial system. I like this guy, by the way, 7213. We built this crypto blockchain thing. Open source code and software rails. Who's best suited to capitalize on that? I love it. A human who's sleeping 8 hours a day. Not you guys. We probably do our 4, 5, 6 a day. Or a literal machine-human hybrid that's awake 24/7 and is birthed in code. I love that. It's a cool take. Agents won't care about what chain. It doesn't care about tribalism. No, coded. If you're coded to win, I'm sorry. Agents are going to take over trading. Good for us. That's why I said the metaverse is coming back. It's full of AI agents. We don't need people. Now, we do need liquidity coming in, but if we're talking about volume, these agents are going to keep us very liquid. And I like to point back to Blur. Blur from, a year and a half ago? Or 2 years ago? Whatever it was on the Blur. Yeah, two years ago. It's crazy, man. The Blur marketplace, and the way I feel like, guys, I still think this is the case, that the Blur marketplace actually kept prices up. I think prices up because the extra volume kept us padded, man. Hang on. I think we're gonna have a special guest come on real quick. With some alpha. I don't even know what the fuck he's gonna share, but rarely do I have this man send me a message and say, hey, I've got some alpha. Is that what you're asking for? You want to come on? Yeah. Actually, this has never happened. I've never had this guy say he needs to drop me some alpha, like live on the show. It's got to be big, whatever it is. Dude, I hope it's something I'm liquid for. Here, let me drop you a link. Here, I'll drop you a link. If that's what you meant, like you want to come on now, then just hop right in. Okay. In the meantime, let me blow through some more points here. Agent shit's going to be huge, guys. God damn it. I don't know how to say that anymore clearly. Much bigger than people realize. Much bigger than people realize. There's the CEO of Microsoft saying the same thing. The same thing. AI agents going to take over. AI agents are going to take over. I'll drop a link to this because it's worth listening to. I'll circle back to that. I want to blitz through these points. Next cycle, guys. This cycle, AI. Man, the opportunities are never going to end, guys. This cycle is AI. Next cycle. The next thing that's the mass adoption thing that pulls people in like crazy, that gives us another chance to win big, it's AR. That's simple. Like I said, it's skins. It's skins. And it's applications. It's your AI stuff, the crypto stuff, man, the gift that keeps giving, man. Metaverse 2, there you go. All right, these AI agents, oh man, I wish I had more time for this stuff. Hudah is on some kind of crazy, I don't know even what to call it. Udah's on a mission to get every AI agent, the big ones especially, rocking a quantum cat, which, by the way, only 3,300 of them. We're talking about tens of thousands, if not millions of agents out there. Imagine if Hudah hacks the game. Imagine if Hudah convinces them all to change into a quantum cat PFP. Imagine that. Maybe they don't give a shit about the price. They want to be part of a movement, man. He's already got 3 agents rocking one. He got AIXPT. He's got this Tensorium AI. And he got, Xenopus, who I don't understand their relationship to Cerebro, but there is a connection to Cerebro. If they're the guys who made Cerebro or what, I don't know. Rocking a quantum cat here. Guys, Hudah's a fucking genius. Hudah's a genius. Hang on, let me see. Cosmos. Everything said ABT AI agents, I believe. Oh, said about AI agents, I believe. But not all. Oh, dude, Cosmos, you're spot on. Most of them are going to 0. Dude, most of those are going to 0. Most AI agents are garbage. All right, Q, give me a thumbs up. You good coming up? Fuck yeah. Dude, what a treat. All right, here we go. Dude, welcome. I can't even fathom what you're going to drop on us here. This is crazy, but welcome, dude. It's good to see you.
What's up, dude? Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. How are you? You recovered?
Yeah. By yesterday, I was good to go. Nice to see everybody. What's happening, dude?
Dude, I'm like in rare form the past few days because the AI thing. I am really excited about it, dude. I think it's really special, like once in a lifetime special, kind of. So, feeling good.
Dude, fill me with that hopium, dude. I know that's kind of gay, but do what you got to do.
If you're asking, dude.
Nothing excites me more than an excited Hudah. I will say that, no matter what.
That's awesome. I mean, the best part is, you guys know it. When I get in that zone, it's like, it's not fake. At least it's not. I believe it, and if I'm wrong, I get wrecked. I'm not trying to wreck people, and I'm not trying to mislead people. I what is it? I do my own supply or whatever. Like, I buy it.
Getting high on your own supply.
That's it. Boom. Yeah. I'm super fucking bullish. I don't know if you saw some of those takes earlier, but people are really starting to wake up to this chance that this stuff goes much higher. Like, we're talking like a multi-$100 billion market cap for this AI stuff. Like AI16Z might be a $40 billion coin, which is crazy. Maybe more.
Did you see the Masari graphic that had like the overlay to 2020 DeFi summer?
Yes.
That one was interesting to me because I do have the kind of like anecdotally, I remember that, and obviously 2021 happened, so it's cool to see a graphic that's like, hey, 2020, maybe I don't want to make one-to-one analogies. I hate that when people are like, oh, it'll be like just like last cycle. But when I saw that overlay, I was like, oh, if that's the case,
yep.
And we're just about to pop off.
I think I got it right here. If you want, walk us through that, but I don't know what you think is more important first, alpha, or if you want to hit this.
Yeah, hit it. Yeah, I mean, so yeah, this is just the current AI trends mirror, DeFi 2020, 2021 boom. So you see the movement, the DeFi index there from 2020 to the NFT bull run. Obviously, they're only taking into account DeFi index tokens here. So you see the move in I would say it's interesting, man, because I would have expected it to pop off in like June and July and August, which was DeFi summer, right? And then into 2021. But it looks like maybe the index is saying that there wasn't a lot of action. That's interesting. But yeah, obviously the chart goes up and to the right as you get to 2021, which is all I'm concerned about from a macro point of view.
Yep. If you go just by feels and like energy, it feels like that's our trajectory. I'm also trying to think what even existed back here, because I wasn't paying attention to AI stuff. Although, you know what, I guess Becker would always shill AI tokens, but something changed right here with Truth Terminal with Goat, right? And that was where it turned into what it is now.
Yes. It's a great point. It's a great point.
I'm here for it, man.
All right. A liquid launch HL is the tag on Twitter. So I classify myself as a trench warrior. I spend a lot of time, although less time now. I obviously I host Say What, and we're spending
Say it again, by the way.
Liquid launch HL. Let me see. Hold on. Liquid launch HL. Yeah. No space. I'll send it to you on Discord.
All right.
Again, like I'm in group chats, I'm fucking aping tickers, I'm doing all that stuff, but I'm not like the craziest hardcore degen, right? So when I come to you with some alfalfa, or at least I have the ability to come up here on stage, Hudah, and get you knowledgeable on this, and kind of shill to your group here and talk about some alfalfa. This was launched by a group who was on Say, a cracked team on Say. They launched basically SAPEX Finance, which is basically the pump.fun of Say. Now, Say has been going through a little bit of growing pains. You heard it there yesterday. If you were listening on the space, we're going through some growing pains. So these guys are obviously like still working on SAPEX Finance, the pump fun of Say. So if you want to launch a meme coin, you go to these guys. But they saw the opportunity to do this also on Hyperliquid, which is like a much more bustling ecosystem. I'm sure you've been hearing about Hyperliquid a ton. Have you heard much about Hyperliquid?
Oh yeah, it's up only chart until very recently. Yeah, I think everybody knows at this point.
Yeah, it's an extremely shiny object that people are chasing, obviously, but there's some legitimate things behind it. Well, essentially they're launching liquid launch, and it bonded yesterday. Now the bonding process on Hyperliquid is super weird. You can see in that tweet, Hyperfun is the competitor that they are essentially going to compete with, right? Hyperfun was the first pump.fun that launched on Hyperliquid. Very weird process with the auction. Not as easy as something on like Pump Fun or something that you've seen there. But essentially, again, they're launching liquid launch. The token bonded last night. It's at about 18 mil market cap. It has to halt trading before it makes its way to Hyperliquid. Like that's the way it works on Hyperliquid. You essentially bond on Hyper Fun right now, which they did last night. Then they have to manually port. I'm talking about the Hyperfun team manually ports this to Hyperliquid's DEX, and then it starts trading. Now Hyper, Hudah, has gone, which is the competitor that Liquid Launch is trying to run into. It ran to like 150, 180 mil.
Ooh.
So you're sitting here with a Hyperliquid liquid launch here sitting at 18. I think it froze at 18 mil. It might be on Dex Screener. Let's see. I'll send you another link as well.
Okay, hang on. What's this fucking ticker again?
A lot of people were making fun of it because it's LickD.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that's fucking awesome, actually.
I sent you the hyper.fun link too, if you can't find it on Dex Screener.
Yeah, okay.
So hyper.fun again is the kind of clunky first mover in that ecosystem. There's been a lot of meme coins launched. Like Hyperliquid has this like bustling again eco that potentially is going to just take off. Maybe not to the extent that AI agents and all that stuff. Also, although they do have an AI component with this, so you can see it's already 100% bonded. Where basically it halted trading. This is crazy to me.
So it can be migrated.
But it's going to take days. That's what they said. So again, you could market cap 18 mil or 17.5 right now. Something like Hyper, Virtuals is another one that's taken off. These are all like 100 million plus market caps. So That's the alpha, Huda.
I like the alpha. So okay, so it migrates over, trading goes live. Are you expecting up only?
I just basing it on relative market cap, right? Like Hyper is the easiest competitor to put that at. I could go over to, and Hyper might actually be trading on Dex Screener. So let's, if you, I think the token is PURR. Yep,
Oh, first one?
there it is.
Okay. I like it.
So per 175 mil
Wow.
market cap.
Okay.
There is, I admittedly, I'm the guy in the Discord servers right now, Huda, and I need to be listening more to your shows just to feel like I have my feet up under me. But right now, I'm the guy in the Discord that apes the AI ticker, but not knowing what the heck's going on. So in the same way, if you go to these guys' latest post, maybe it's not the latest post, but they have an AI component as well. I don't know if that's copium, like, hey, we're just going to add a narrative to this and it's going to pop off, or if it's legit. But these guys are devs, known team on Say, basically launching a pump fund on Hyperliquid.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, even if it is just tacking it on to get the like kind of marketing effect from saying AI, I mean, it could be that. It could be both things at once, which is everybody's going to go integrate an agent. Everybody. If we're talking about it here as if this is an evolution of applications and websites and software, then why wouldn't they launch one? And I am seeing people that are just jumping on and saying it, and there's no substance. This feels different. They have something. They actually have a product. So that's super fucking interesting.
Yeah, just at that market cap, I felt like it was worth it bringing it up to you. Again, not financial advice, all that stuff. I did get into this here while it was like trying to chop around in Bond. The other little bit of narrative, and I dropped you the other link about the AI stuff that they posted. But Huda, this broke Hyper for a second. Like
this token?
Yeah, this token. When it first started trading, nobody could buy. It was like a very clunky experience, and that was one of the only tokens that had that happen. So here's like a piece of what they're talking about.
Okay. Interesting. So it's an AI agent launchpad too?
I think there were, yeah, apparently that's what the post again is referencing. I bought into the project based on knowing that they had the meme coin launchpad on Say, and that's what they were releasing, but they're obviously leaning in a little bit to the AI stuff.
Oh, I love it. So do you think people have a shot at buying this around like current market cap, 18 mil when it goes live, or is it going to be out of reach quick?
I have never been a part of a bonding experience on Hyperliquid, so I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth. If it does like insta dump when it hits Hyperliquid, that would be a great opportunity. In my opinion, like if this dumps below 10, I'll probably get in like more. A lot of the people are again making the reference to like all of the relative tokens that are doing anything on Hyperliquid. They're all 100 mil plus market caps.
Damn. Oh, I love it. All right, I'll be watching for an opportunity there. It's probably a couple days from being tradable again.
I would watch it like a hawk. I would say so. It bonded last night around 6 p.m. They said a couple 2 to 3 days was what was thrown out. It's literally a manual process right now. This is what they're trying to change. Like Hyper is such a clunky platform that Liquid Launch is looking to be like a more seamless, better UI experience for launching tokens on Hyperliquid.
And where do you trade it when it does bond, or when it's live?
So Hyperliquid has a order book. Like they have a place where you trade spot, and you'll need to be on VPN. I will say that. But once it goes live, dude, the process is actually bananas. The Hyper team reads, I don't even know how they do this, but it's a manual process that it gets airdropped into your wallet. The tokens that you've bought on Hyper, the official token gets airdropped into your wallet, and then it's available for trading essentially at that point.
That's along weird. With
go ahead.
No, that's weird. It's different.
It's different. I feel like it's not going to be. I feel like it's one of those friction pieces that if you can be in an ecosystem when there's friction, you're probably pretty solid. But I feel like I think Liquid Launch, if it takes over, that's not their process. They're trying to very much, what you see on pump.fun, right? Once
Yeah.
it bonds, it instantly goes to Radium.
Wow.
Those are the things that we need to do. But yeah, it's
Man.
it's hyper liquid DEX that it starts trading on.
It's fucking spicy. Like, on the AI side, it's the launch pads that are the biggest opportunity, and we've been screaming like it's those plays like it's like virtuals, it's like Arc, it's like Waifu, and there's not many launch pads. There's not a lot, and if there are some, I don't think virtuals is excellent, and so there's room all around for teams to come in and do it bigger, better, and actually become the main character, the main launch pad. This is really, really interesting. I think you said again, it's a team from Say.
Yes, they built the most successful meme coin launchpad, like a meme coin launchpad that I'm associated with here and there, called Chips. I'm not a part of the team, but I'm like helping and all of that stuff. The launch via SAPEX. So SAPEX.finance is the tool. If you do want to pull it up. So SAPEX, obviously SEIPEX.finance. It might be .trade. Hold on. SAPEX.fi.
Okay.
Yep, there it is. And their tool is accessible without, so you can see there. And again, this is very much in the pump fun-esque, like it bonds after a certain period, all that stuff. And this is still live, but the thing is, the foundation and basically Say itself needs to catalyze a little bit of volume in this stuff, and they saw the opportunity on Hyperliquid.
I got it. Okay. Are they? Does it feel like they're done with Say? I heard some of the FUD yesterday, and I was trying to get a feel for kind of what was going on, I guess. But it sounded like growing pains.
Yeah, I think the idea is like the debate is these guys are moving over. So my thought process here is like we're losing a little bit of mind share there on the Say front. Like as a Say Spaces host and someone who's there, having these guys move to Hyperliquid and instantly, the community over there that is like super bullish on these guys too. Like they jumped into the Discord. There were a lot of people from Say that jumped over into the Discord and were basically like, you saw a lot of Say folks, I'll just say that, in the community. Well, then you saw Hyperliquid folks start to meld in. They're like, holy crap, you have this like already established community, and what's happening over on Say and all that stuff. So yeah, my thought process is you lose them working on finding out ways to incentivize people on Say. They're going to be doing that on Hyperliquid now. So
shit, maybe though, if they still like the Say ecosystem, like you said, they could bring those eyes back over. They can still point people to their platform over here, if it's going to live still.
Yeah, no, that's fair. The other piece of alfalfa here, I think I dropped a good amount, but they have 10% set aside for community rewards.
Ooh.
So there's that. I would hold on.
Good alfalfa.
I would, yes. I would get into the Discord potentially, see what's going on with that, because there are roles given out. So we don't know exactly what those roles will give, but they've set aside 10% for community rewards. And then Hyperliquid, Hudah. If you haven't traded on the platform yet, it's my first experience with perps. I was doing well for a minute. Yeah. They make it very easy, by the way. It's very easy. It's like my first experience trading perps, and I'm, easy enough to where I'm making a ton and then losing a ton. But anyways,
dude, do you see an opportunity to really make a ton and like realize it? Because it scares the shit out of me, but always wanted to.
Everybody, I think once you get into perps, you start understanding traders more, trader mindset, because you start without like just being, me and you are both perma bulls, right? Like we're like up and to the right, like buy, hold, we're going to 100x. When you start trading perps, first of all, you have the ability to short. So you start looking at a price chart like fucking Pengu, and then you're like, hey, I think we're topped out a little bit here. Like Pengu's going to fall from like, a $2.6 billion market cap. Well, you can start profiting on that, right? So your mind starts like looking at ranges a little bit more when you start trading perps.
Yeah, we say a lot like there's a lot of people who have a lot of money that play a completely different game than us. And that's that side. And it's also that next level, like institution kind of guys. But there's a whole other game, and we are missing half the game by just doing like I play, right?
I would say get involved, at least try it. Like if you're going to get, I'm more bullish on like liquid launch in the very near term, right? Like 18 mil, 17 mil. I think it goes 100 mil, maybe more. But
Lemon, are you asking if we should short say then?
what is he saying?
He just said sell say.
Sell say. No, absolutely.
I liked him a lot.
No, please buy my bags. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, dude, last couple pieces. Hyperliquid themselves had said that they obviously had that huge airdrop. I mean, I knew people that like got 100K on the airdrop, and then if they held, they would have had a mil. But these are more volume traders. If you do trade on Hyperliquid, there likely is probably other incentives for you to do so, like even touch it, right? Like if you want to, get involved in all that stuff. And then the last thing, dude, and this is not related to Hyperliquid and what I've been talking about. I don't know if you've been hearing about alkanes. I can come back on another show to talk about all alkanes, which is essentially, and you're going to love this. I did not take a part of ordinals, did not take a part of, runes. This is another kind of riff off the Bitcoin protocol. Alkanes is essentially like a meta protocol on Bitcoin. It allows smart contracts. So I know that sounds like a lot of fancy words, but it's picking up steam. I would say like Q2, you could potentially see like alkanes, like people know what it is in the same way they know runes and ordinals.
Yep. Okay, dude, come on next week. Like exactly what you did today, dude. You can do that any day, anytime, any show. Like you can always drop a message and be like, hey, let me hop up and share a little something, dude. Always. But if you want to do next week and do a little arcane chat, then fuck yeah.
Alkane. Almost like alkaline, like alkane. ALKANE, I believe.
Dude, okay, now that sounds familiar. Hang on. And also, dude, if you want to stick around, I got like 5 minutes just to blow through some other headlines, and you do not have to.
I'm good. Oh shit, I need to actually create this space. God damn it. I'll be here, dude. I'll be here. I'm
ALKANE?
There, the first one.
Oh.
No. Hold on. Back up. The first on the search bar. So type in alkane right there. Top, above. Yep. Boom. That's probably not it. That's a guy's name. Yeah, that's a big one. So Arthur Hayes was talking about this. So Airhead Fun is going to be one of the first meme coins on alkanes. But you can see introducing alkanes, a smart contract meta protocol built on runes.
Okay, interesting. I have heard of it. I don't know shit about it. You mentioning it, I'll definitely pay attention.
Yeah, I first got introduced to it. Sorry, I'm creating this show that I should have done 20 minutes ago. I first got introduced to it via a buddy who was like early to NFTs. He was early to ICOs. He's always been kind of on the fringe of things and understanding like what's next. He's been a big runes guy. And I think $1 Billion Cat was one he like profited a lot from. But he's been talking about alkanes. He first mentioned it to me maybe 2.5 months ago. And so it was on my radar. And then when I started to hear Arthur Hayes talk about it, who I respect a lot, former founder of BitMEX, that's when I was like, oh shit, I might need to move up my timeline in understanding this stuff. So that's where I'm at.
Okay. I definitely am seeing some names that I listen to talking about it. So yeah, that needs to, at the very least, put it on your radar, guys. Probably worth looking at. And I'll certainly do a little dive into that too. But yeah, maybe we can cover it next week or just kind of on our own. Whatever, guys. We'll figure out the right way to dive into that. But sooner rather than later, that should happen. All right, just because we are at the end, I'm just going to blitz through the rest of our headlines, stories, whatever. Again, Hudah convincing every AI agent out there to switch to a quantum cat. Fucking genius. The way these AI agents are going to promote people's bags, like pump their bags, and also Hudah's a fucking genius. But like these things are just going to do it on their own. Something I've been looking at that I want to get into, you probably too, as a content creator, as an agent that does content for you, with you, whatever. But fucking AI16Z has launched a news show in development. I'll play. Actually, no, the audio will get fucked up. Just know that it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome what he's got going on autonomously. Pretty damn cool. They've got, again, you see it here, a whole fucking news show.
That's awesome.
Put
dude.
some of us out of a job. And at the same time, I just know that it'll be like kind of complimentary. Like I'll do a thing and the AI is going to do a thing and we'll keep one-upping each other. I don't think it ever phases out people, but yeah, going to get interesting, as will AI X NFTs, AI NFT stuff will start cooking here nowish. Like it's kind of here, and how and what I don't know yet. If you got any ideas on what that even looks like.
Absolutely not, dude. I'm the one aping the tickers. Like I missed out very bigly on FXN because that also came from some dudes who were building on Say. So that was one of my big misses, dude. No, I have been just watching the AI stuff, which I need to get more involved, dude. Like I watched you guys get into runes and ordinals. I don't need to be doing that again.
No. This is definitely one that you can't miss it. You can't. It's way too big. It's way too fucking big. Here's a small example of like an NFT we'll see. And we'll see stuff that's purely collectibles. We'll see just good old NFT projects that are launched from these agents. Here's one from Zerebro with Dolos. Yeah, Dolos. So there's a collection coming soon. No details on it yet. Details next week. That's one you definitely don't miss. Definitely do not miss that one. I'll keep you updated on it, guys, when we get details out there. And let me see what else we might have. You know what? Worth mentioning, too? Some AI stuff down, right? A little pullback and a shift back to Murad coin. Somebody mentioned at the start, SPX is up, crossed $1 billion, which is beautiful. The Murad rotation might be here. Like, him back is... He didn't leave being a main character, but, like, the Murad coins finally getting their time, which I'm happy for. I think he's fucking great. So make sure you guys are watching for opportunities everywhere and play these cycles. These things don't stay at the top forever.
Is there like an index I can buy on this stuff? Like, is there an AI index? Is A16
kind of that?
That's it. Okay.
Like it's kind of that. There'll be more, but the AI16Z, that's gonna be the gift that keeps giving because people are buying into it for the memeability and for just being a part of the thing. But I think a lot of people don't realize it's a fund. And October 25th next year, it expires. All the tokens are distributed to its holders. I don't think people realize that. And over the next year, how big can that, can its portfolio get?
That's fair.
How much are you going to make? And people start calculating, is it worth holding because I get X amount potentially, when that distribution happens? A lot of interesting kind of game theory with AI 16Z. I think we'll see other funds and cool little innovations. Runestone holders are getting an airdrop from Emblem Vault. Fucking cool. I love the Emblem Vault guys. Going to get them on the show at some point here, but drop in their keys. Yeah.
What a throwback.
Dude, they'll also be, I think they're undervalued. I think 0.005 is where I've seen them. 2 more meme coins coming from Leonidas at some point, right? He always said when it hits $1 billion, he's going to do another token, and then he'll do a third after that. And I've said, guys, if runes don't survive, and I think they will, if they don't, no reason he can't drop his next coins on Catnip, whatever the next token standard is, right? So I think Runestone's interesting, and mostly actually for this reason. Like the meme coins, yes, but also how many people are going to airdrop to these holders because there's so many of them, like 90,000 holders, big distribution, Lucanet's model. Runestone's not a bad play, guys. And I think this might be our final little nugget. That 90cc box, if you want to... Okay, look. Cool shit in the box, and we're learning now you get some Series 1 clothing, some swag from 90cc, which I'm excited for. I got one of the boxes. I got it because it's a raffle for CryptoPunk. So there's 2,500 boxes. Oh, that's not terrible odds for a CryptoPunk. Someone's going to win it. So I got one. Icing on the cake that I'll get some clothes or a hat or something out of it. But I told my wife yesterday, I just said it out loud. I said, hey, I'm winning a CryptoPunk next week. I think it's like in 2 weeks, but it's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, tell me when it's real.
Yep. I just said, hey, I'm just putting it out there. I'm just going to will it to happen. So,
nice, man. Hell yeah.
I think that's it, guys.
I still remember when you won. Was it that you won the Quantum Cat from the video? Like, I remember those days. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was cool. So it was a mint. I just got the whitelist for it. But dude, as far as winning, one of these hit me just in the past few days, like over the weekend. I won a Hackatow from Pixel Vault when the Punk's comic minted, and back then I turned down 15, 20 ETH offers, and then the bear market hit, and I had it listed for 5 ETH, and I couldn't sell it, right? Just couldn't move it. It was an of9 Hackatow, right? And bear market, I was desperate. I needed money, and I'm like, fuck, I have to sell it. I ended up selling it for 3 ETH. It was like $6,000 at the time. My kids made fun of me and for never, not selling it in the bull market. Dude, one sold for 50, almost 16 ETH like 3 days ago. And I'm like, God, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it was worth that. I knew it'll be double that in the bull market even. Hackatow's still great. So those things happen. But that was my reminder. I was going to sell that 90cc box, but it was a reminder that, hey, these raffles happen. And if you play them, you have a chance to win it. It's so stupid to say out loud, but I'm like, if you don't play it, you can't win it.
Yeah.
And I want to win a CryptoPunk, so I'm in. I'm playing.
I've never felt that itch for having a punk. Like,
wow.
I feel like maybe you're kind of talking me into it, as you usually do, but I've had the apes, right? Like I've had the apes, like they're kind of similar, but not. But yeah, I've never had that strong itch to be like, I need a CryptoPunk.
That's wild. I'm actually surprised. I kind of assumed everybody does, and I always tell people you should have 2 goals this cycle. Maybe it's 3, and I can't remember the third. I've been thinking about this recently. I can't remember the third objective I've always had, but the 2, it's get a full Bitcoin. You must own 1 full Bitcoin. That should be something that motivates your moves this cycle, and own a CryptoPunk. Those should motivate your moves, right? That's meaning like preserve your wealth, basically. But those should be the things that motivate your moves. At least for me, it is. And if you're not making those moves, at least have a game plan, and maybe that's the ultimate point. I can't believe you don't want a CryptoPunk, man.
Dude, if I win a CryptoPunk from a raffle, of course. Like, yeah, I would love to, but it's not like this dying urge of like, I need to have it again, because I've been an ape for so long.
Yeah.
That like I feel like if I didn't have the ape, I would want the punk, if that makes sense.
It does. It does make sense. It does.
What's going on with Abstract? Have you like followed up with like Abstract? Is Abstract launching in January?
Yeah. They haven't given an official date, but it'll be January, and I'm ready, dude. I got to. I'm assuming Pengu holders are going to get an Abstract allocation, but they put out roles. They put out 2 roles that if you hold 250K Pengu and 888,000 Pengu, there's 2 roles in Discord. I had almost enough to get the 250K roll, and I bought a little more just to get there. So I got the roll because I'm like, okay, I still think Luca's going to give ABS to every Pengu holder to get that holder count big to bring people on chain, but you probably maybe get a little more, and you probably get some whitelists and stuff for having the rolls, I'm thinking. So Abstract's going to be huge, dude. It feels different. I say it a lot, but it feels different.
This time is different, dude. I don't know why, if it's just like the same shade of green, or like they have this kind of like retail-esque narrative going for them, but it reminds me so much of Flow, man. Like I don't know what it is. It's just Abstract reminds me a lot of Flow.
That's funny. Yeah, now I'm not going to be able to unsee that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
But no, I think they obviously have the degen community way more than Flow did, so I think they'll do well. But
yeah, and by the way, and this is the last point, Lucas said content creators are going to make more money on Abstract via things they have coming than anything they've done in crypto. Because Luca, I think, understands marketing is the most important, most valuable thing you can get. And if they can get the community making them content, pay those fuckers, because that is the key to making your stuff successful. So I'm watching to see what kind of content platforms they put out there. Maybe we get paid.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, I think right now the biggest question for me is like, if I had to double down in an ecosystem, besides say, disclaimer, I was to say what
Obviously.
every day, 11 a.m. Eastern, but Hyperliquid or Abstract. I think it's a fair play either way. Both are shiny and new. Both have a lot of money. I think from a content creator standpoint, you're right. Like Abstract feels like an easier, I don't know, more approachable ecosystem. Hyperliquid definitely leaning into traders.
I'm just pulling up your X account and agreed. Say what? Guys, follow and check out that show. My favorite show in all of Web3. Yeah, I like it more than mine. I'm being honest. So follow the Say What show. The Say What fucking show. Follow it. It's fucking amazing. Yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's a Spaces. I think at some point you guys are going to get the video rocking too, but this man, Biggie Poppins, it's fucking excellent, man.
Appreciate you, dude. And no, your show is way better. Like you get into the nitty gritty way more than we do on that show. So you deserve the flowers.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Guys, follow us at CryptoSlam.io. Go get in the Galaxy campaign too, guys. Earn those points for something. Wink, wink, wink. Follow the Bull AI. Fucking spicy, giving out his token for free. Probably something there. I'll just say that. And then, guys, the poll is over with 31 votes. 77% of you think the AI total market cap will be over 125 billion. I like you guys. I agree. Send it way fucking higher.
Hudah, my last question for you, sir, and I know I'm like hijacking a little bit by asking you the question, but what inning are we in, sir? Tell me. Tell me what inning we're in right now.
I started going like clock because people wanted to clock because they didn't know baseball, which blew my mind. But also, I don't think it gives enough like kind of being able to dial it in enough. I think we're like 6, 7 a.m. Like, okay, I think peak of the crypto market is next fall, and I think peak of the NFT market is like a year from now. I think it's early 26. So we're like pretty fucking early. I think like 4th inning, and like 7 a.m. if that matches up. That's where. And how about you?
I would say, what did you say, 4th inning?
I think 4th inning.
Yeah, I'm a little bit later. I'm probably 5th or 6th.
And it depends if we're talking crypto or NFTs too, right? Because they're a little different.
Yeah, that's fair. I would say 5th. I'll just
I like it
very bluntly. Yeah,
I like
5th.
it. Lemon saying top of the 7th. I think everybody's right on, and nobody fucking knows. We'll see.
May go extra innings is such a cop out though. Come on, dude. That's like breaks the study.
But if it's different, it has to go extra innings. It has to. So I'm with you,
Fair.
Lemon. I like it. Guys, have a great day. No afternoon show today, but I'll be live tomorrow morning over on my channel. It's Inside NFTs on YouTube. Hope to see you there. That's at 8 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. 8 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Have a great day. Follow this fucker. What's your handle on X?
At NiftyQ _. So if you type in NiftyQ, it'll come up.
Awesome. Good shit. Guys, have a great day. Q, great to see you, man. Thank you for the alpha.